day. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 19 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
And last week he had another touchdown to his total. He continues to be the #1 scorer in the league in terms of rushing touchdowns. And what more can you do to help your team than find the end zone?
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
This one caught by Kittle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, he'll run to the challenge.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at him.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Francisco. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Another run with Mitchell.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Set, tempo, set.
Mitchell will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Trey Sermon,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the 49ers have moved out in front. Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming up.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Let's go. Hey, let's get in that holes. 40 yards.
First down, here's Mitchell. Gets past one man. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. They'll look to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Hey, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cut. Trap 60.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On the draw, here's Mitchell.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now,
here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession.
Tag! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check 91, go!
Back to throw here.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
it's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. Now, a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
He'll look to throw.
Well, same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Check me out. Hey, alert 48. Alert.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played well.
Go! Panther 60. Panther 60. I'm coming after you.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the counter, Mitchell.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me in the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they're able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Got it. Ready? Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh. Let's go.
Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run over center with Mitchell.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. A give running right is Mitchell.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
They'll look to throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team...
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to step off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the 49ers, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.